everyone, my name is Molly and today I'm going to be doing a 24-hour readathon. Now usually readathons are with other people, but since I have the day off tomorrow and I really haven't been getting much reading done lately, I decided that I'm just going to throw my own 24-hour readathon. It is now about 12:01 on July 8th, I believe. I'm just gonna check on the computer. It is July 8th, and it is 12:01 a.m., and I'm gonna start reading. My TBR so far is Every Heart a Doorway and A Darker Shade of Magic, and I am about halfway through both of those books, which is another reason I wanted to do this readathon, was just to get some books that I've been reading for a while and just been putting off out of the way so I can start some new ones. So I think I'm gonna try to sprint through about 30 minutes of reading and then we'll see where we go from there. It's now about 1 a.m. The rest of my family has gone to sleep, so I'm now talking a bit quieter. I thought I was only going to do a 30-minute sprint. I ended up doing an hour sprint, but I got through around 60-ish pages of Every Heart a Doorway, and I've actually marked off what I read with washi tape right there. Now I'm gonna go make myself a snack. So I have now moved downstairs so that I do not disturb any of my family members that are asleep right now. I have some tea, I've got some cookies, and I'm going to read for maybe another hour or so. I did want to say, I realized I didn't say this at the beginning of this vlog. The way that I got this idea was from Read by Zoe and from Molly Reads, these two channels that I absolutely adore. Both of them did these kinds of 24 hours, like read as much as you can vlogs, where they just dedicate a day to reading, and I really enjoyed them, so I thought I might do one on my own. So that's kind of where I got it. I will link the videos down below, and yeah, I'm just gonna get some more reading done before I go to sleep. It is 2:20 a.m. on my readathon day, and I have just finished my first book. I should qualify that. I did start in the middle of this book. I was on page 74, and the book is only about 173 pages long, so I have only read 100 pages tonight so far. But the feeling of finishing a book is just kind of what I'm feeling right now, and I love that feeling. I kind of have to decide now whether I want to start reading my other book, which is V. Schwab's A Darker Shade of Magic, which I'm like halfway through also, or if I just want to go to bed, wake up tomorrow, and then read it. And I haven't really decided. I'm going to ponder that for a second while I make another cup of tea. So I am now in bed. I just got some tea, a little bit more honeybush, delicious, and I've decided to read myself to sleep with a little bit of A Darker Shade of Magic by V. Schwab. I'm really enjoying this book, but I've been reading it for a very long ass time, like maybe over a year. I just keep on picking it up and putting it down and rereading some parts and skipping over other parts that I remember, and just like it's time to finish this novel and get on to the other ones, because there are like so many like cool things that go on that I just haven't gotten to yet. Like I think that there's a bisexual storyline, and I just don't know when that's gonna happen or where that's happening at all, because I haven't heard that much about this book. But I'm excited to get to it, and hopefully I will get to it mostly tomorrow, but a little bit tonight, so I can just read myself to sleep. I'm gonna set an alarm for around like 9:30 a.m. I don't really want to get up that early, but I also don't want to sleep in. Hey everybody, so it is now Saturday morning. It is around 11:30 a.m. I woke up at about 10:30, but I haven't really done anything yet today. I'm going to go bike to the farmer's market with my dad, and then I'll use the rest of the day to read. I need to like be a little bit productive in the morning, because if I was going to read right now, I would just fall asleep again, and that would not get anything done. So it is now 1. I went to the farmer's market, came back from the farmer's market. I was going to go get coffee at the farmer's market because there's a coffee shop right next to the farmer's market, but the coffee shop closed at 12 and I just like didn't see, and then I went into the coffee shop at like 12:01 and they were like, we're closed, so I couldn't get coffee. So now I'm going to the library because I need to return some books, and then I'm going to read because there's a coffee shop right by the library. I'm just in the search for some coffee so that I can actually feel awake. Yeah, so hopefully I'll get some reading done at that coffee shop. So now I am back home. I went to the library, went to the coffee shop, had a good time, didn't pick anything up from the library that's new, but that's just because I have so many books at home that I really want to read, and everything at the library just looked unappealing. I've only read about 80 pages today, which feels like not that much, so I'm just going to sit outside. I'm having a nice little sit. I've got a San Pellegrino that I'm gonna drink, and we're just gonna try to get through as much of this book as we can. It is really good. I'm really enjoying this book. I can't wait to... I think that this series is gonna be so good. I just think it's gonna be so good. So it is now 4:30 p.m. I have managed to read about 150 pages of A Darker Shade of Magic, and I only have like 40 pages left, so I think that I can get that done in like a half an hour, but my sister's singing in the shower. But I'm also very hungry right now, so I think I'm going to make myself a little snack, and then I will continue reading. Avocado toast with eggs. The eggs got a little sploogey. They're honestly not my best work. I was trying for over easy, now they're just fried. That was freaking delicious. I'm gonna go back to reading. So it is almost exactly 5:30, and I have just finished A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab, and now I need to decide what in the world I'm going to read. I have no plan. This was totally impromptu, by the way, this entire readathon. I have finished 2 books so far, and I totaled the number of pages I've read also, and I've read over 300 pages, about like 304 pages. Also, the books have been amazing. I loved both of those books. I liked Every Heart a Doorway better than A Darker Shade of Magic, but I liked both of them. But now I'm trying to decide what to read next. So the choices that I just pulled, I'm trying to start a book but not finish a book. So the 3 books I pulled were The Wind-Up Bird Chronicle, A Tale for the Time Being by Ruth Ezeki, Exit West by Mohsin Hamid. I'm trying to decide which book to read. And I put out a Twitter poll, and let's see if anybody answers it. If not, that's okay, I'll just decide. So I've given the poll 30 minutes, and I'm letting Twitter decide that I'm going to be reading Exit West next. I have about 6 hours left of this readathon. Let's see how far I can get. Okay, so it is now 8:30 p.m. I haven't gotten anything done for the last 2.5 hours, but I was out to dinner with my family. We had a nice like Saturday night dinner out, and now I'm going to read until midnight, and I'm gonna finish off this 24-hour readathon. Let's get going. 12:05 p.m. I have finished my impromptu readathon that I decided to do, and I would have to say that this readathon was a success. I read over 400 pages. Let me just update you. I read 100 pages of Exit West, or 101 pages of Exit West, and I am quite enjoying this book. It is like exactly down my alley. It is magical realism. It is incredibly interesting and has a great romantic plot, but like isn't overdone, and the writing is absolutely amazing. And then earlier today I finished A Darker Shade of Magic, and I finished Every Hearted Doorway, and I would have to say that this readathon has been quite fun because all of these books that I've read have been absolutely fantastic. Like Every Hearted Doorway I've already given 5 stars on Goodreads. A Darker Shade of Magic got 4 stars on Goodreads, but I'm definitely going to go pick up the next 2 books in the series because I am so intrigued of like where the story can go. And Exit West, I'm so excited to finish. I think I might finish it tomorrow. And I've actually realized something quite interesting about all of these books that I've read. All of them have to do with doorways. Every Hearted Doorway is like the doorways that lead little kids into the magical worlds that they visit, quite like Alice in Wonderland and Narnia. A Darker Shade of Magic is about the one person in the world who can travel in between parallel universes by opening a doorway. And then Exit West is a magical realist book about 2 people in a war zone, or 2 people in a city that is becoming a war zone in a world where doorways that are kind of like portals are opening, and they can transport you from one place to another place. And it's actually quite amazing that all 3 of these books have to do with like doorways and transportation and portals and things like that. I think it's hilarious and amazing that I picked these 3 books out of all of the books that I read, but it kind of tells you about my taste and like what I look for in books. I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm sure that this vlog is long enough. If you want to know when I'll be doing another readathon or anything quite like this, you can follow me on Instagram at stacksonstacksofmolly, and you can follow me on Twitter at mollyiTobin. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, like it. If you want to keep watching more of me, you can subscribe. I will see you guys later with another video. Bye!